Alex Pereira against Jiri Prochazka 2 goes down Saturday night in this very arena behind me. And I'm gonna give you my predictions for the fight in this video. Hello and welcome to Blood Sport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
I hope the audio quality is okay, guys. I lost my microphone for this camera and it's pretty windy, so I'll do my best. So what can we take away from the first fight? That's the first thing we have to ask ourselves, right? Whenever we have a rematch, you have to look at the first fight and look at, hey, what can we take away from that fight? Now, in the first fight, Pereira had a lot of success with his leg kicks. So, especially if the fight goes longer, that could be a real factor. Because you saw it at the end of the second round where Alex then finished Jiri, that Jiri's leg was so compromised. Whenever he was standing in orthodox, I believe, because I think it was his left leg that compromised, he had real problems. Every leg kick had a bigger impact than the last one, you know what I mean? And when Jiri fought Rakic in his last fight just 2 months ago, he had the same issue again. He got kicked in the leg over and over again, and he somehow did not have a defense for it, which, especially with Alex's kicks that are not telegraphed at all, you cannot even if you have a defense, you cannot see them coming anyways. So how are you going to defend them? So that could be a real problem, as I said, especially if the fight goes longer. And what else can we take away from the first fight? We have Prochazka had a lot of success with his grappling, with taking Pereira down, which I do believe will be in his game plan for this fight even more, at least if he's fighting smart, because he took him down pretty easily in the first fight. So why wouldn't he do the same this time, especially since he got finished on the feet last time, right? I hope it's not too windy, guys, I'm so sorry. So if he puts that in his game again, he could have a real success with that. What you have to see is Alex Pereira was chilling in Australia and stuff with his broken toe. I am pretty sure he did not grapple the last couple of months since the UFC 300 event because of his broken toe, because of the toe problems. So Alex Pereira can do 5 rounds standing all day long with no big preparation. That's just in his DNA by now. But the grappling part is a different kind of cardio. It's not the same cardio as striking cardio. And I do believe that could be a real problem for him. If Jiri has success early taking him down, or even if they have some scrambles and stuff, that will take so much energy out of Pereira, which could really compromise him then for the later rounds, if it goes to the later rounds. Because if you don't have any gas left in your tank, you don't have that much power, your guard is not there, you're just not gonna win that fight, you know what I mean? So that could be a real factor. What else can we take away from the first fight? Prochazka did a lot of takedown feints into strikes. He had 2 different feints. One of them was, he kind of was very weird. He kind of grabbed a single leg, literally grabbed Alex's leg with his hand, like in a single. Like he wanted to, I cannot show you, but he wanted to pull him towards him, his lead leg, but then proceeded to go for an uppercut. He did that several times. Now, the problem for Jiri is, with that feint, if Alex does any kind of video study and prepares for this, he will throw knees all day, because that was such a slow feint by Jiri. It was such a slow-paced feint, and the knee, the head of Jiri was literally there with no guard, ready to get hit by a short little knee by Alex all day long. And if he does the adjustments, that will definitely be a problem. So Jiri should not go for that anymore. But the other feint that he did, which he kind of does always, it's not necessarily a takedown feint, but it looks like one, at least to Alex. He dips his head and comes with whatever. He had a lot of success with dipping his head and coming with a right overhand. Watch the first fight again. He had a lot of success with dipping his head and coming with a right overhand. That's how he hurt Alex several times, because people forget. Jiri was winning that first fight. Jiri was hurting Alex several times and got a little bit too excited and then got hurt and finished himself while he had Alex on the back foot hurt. Don't forget about that. So, of course, there's a lot of circumstances that come in that we don't know how good to prepare, how their training, how their life was the last 2 months and whatnot. But I do believe Jiri had the better preparation. I do believe, because Jiri, it's official, you can read it everywhere online, Jiri was the first one to take the fight. When they called Jiri, he immediately said yes, whilst Alex hesitated and took I think a week or so to say yes. Which means Jiri was probably already preparing and training then, and was like, hey, the possibility is there that I'm gonna fight Alex again, I'm gonna train now. And also, when Jiri fought Rakic, after that he said his next fight is against Alex Pereira for the title. He said that. So he was probably in his mind, mentally already preparing, maybe game planning, whatnot, defining his skills, preparing for Alex Pereira in the back of his head. Whilst Alex Pereira probably did not think Jiri would be his next opponent. I think Pereira thought that Uncle Life would be his next opponent, right? So it's a total different approach. Plus Pereira was in Australia, chilling, drinking, chilling with fans, eating good, whilst Prochazka was just in his hometown, in his fucking forest, just maybe not training as much as he should, but at least having a good regimen and not eating too much nonsense. And you know what I mean, it's always good when you are in your home base if you have a fight coming up, or at least in a space where you have a lot of training equipment and whatnot, where you can always train, which Jiri can. So I do believe Jiri will be the more prepared fighter for this special occasion, for this short notice opportunity. I do believe he will be more prepared. I do believe his cardio will be better. He will have an easier weight cut than Alex. And I kind of have a feeling, I mean, that's a fight that literally one strike will change everything. Both guys have the capability to knock each other out. I think if this fight happens 10 times, someone wins 6 times, the other guy wins 4 times. I really do believe that. They have such good styles to cancel each other out and hurt each other. So my official prediction though, I do believe that Jiri made the necessary adjustments. He will have some success with his takedowns if he then goes for it, which I hope for him he does. 1 second. Okay, now I'm good. And I do believe that it will end in the second round again. There's no way this goes 5 rounds. My official prediction is Jiri Prochazka by KO/TKO in the second round. I will not be surprised if it's like a ground and pound finish because he takes him down or whatnot. You can also submit him, of course. He's a better grappler, in my opinion, at least. But you never know. I don't think that's Jiri's approach. I think Jiri will search for the finish in the stand-up, and I have a feeling that he will get the finish somehow with his hands. Even though, of course, Pereira is technically better kickboxer, but it's not a kickboxing fight, guys. Just that you know. So I predict Jiri Prochazka round 2 knockout against Alex Pereira. Write your predictions in the comments, guys. Would love to hear it. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Would appreciate that. Check out the Bloodsport merch. I'm wearing all of the Bloodsport merch right now. Look at this. All of the Bloodsport merch. So check it out, guys. Would appreciate you. Stay bloody, guys. Until the next one. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.